Android Sue. Time travels through. Chapter 8. The sky was beginning to get light when the group of little androids had finally finished their preparations. They were all getting low on energy and needed to recharge. In the back of the lab was an unlocked storage room, and outside that room was a door to a small balcony set into the roof of the house. They needed to lie out there in the sun for a few hours to recharge themselves. They all transferred most of what little energy they had left to Ziff, so he could stand guard while they slipped into recharge mode. Ziff had instructions to wake them immediately if anyone touched the balcony door. Shortly after the other androids settled into recharge mode, Lugita made her way to the lab with Tish and Thought. Lugita still wasn't sure if Tish had been telling the truth about Ed and Ziff not being with her, so she carefully looked around the lab for anything out of place. All seemed to be as it was when she left, so she gave Tish and Thought instructions for conducting experiments for the day and locked them into the enclosure under the lab table to begin work. Tish hadn't had a chance to explain anything to Thought. While they were in the recharge box, they were in a dormant state. Once outside of the box and awake, they were with Lugita, who discouraged talk between androids, unless it was about the work they were doing for her. She also didn't want Lugita to hear what she had to say to Thought. Now that they were in the small lab, Tish was trying to think of a way to explain to Thought what happened without Lugita hearing. As Tish was removing some beakers, test tubes, and chemicals from a shelf to begin the tests, she saw a folded piece of paper wedged behind a bottle of ammonia against the back of the shelf. She pulled it out, and looking around to see that Lugita wasn't observing her, she read silently, "When Lugita goes down to the kitchen for lunch, you and Thought be prepared to leave. Bring hydrochloric acid." The note was signed by Ed. Tish's heart leapt with hope and joy. She had been worried that maybe the others would think it not worth the risk of capture to rescue them. Tish couldn't face being a slave in Lugita's lab again, and was seriously considering having an accident, which would permanently shut her down and make her useless to Lugita. Tish took a small bottle of hydrochloric acid off the shelf, put it into a cloth bag to make it easier to carry, and stuffed the bag into a dark corner of the shelf where it wouldn't be noticed by Lugita should she happen to look under the table. Tish wrote on the back of Ed's note, "Others here to help escape. Be prepared to leave when Lugita goes to lunch." She passed the note to Thought, who read it and immediately had many questions. But Lugita would hear if they talked, so Tish began to write down a short explanation on the piece of paper when she heard Lugita shout, "Haven't you started those experiments yet?" Lugita looked under the table to check their progress and saw the piece of paper in Tish's hand. "Hey, what are you writing there? Give me that piece of paper," yelled Lugita. Tish held the piece of paper behind her back and said, "I'm only reworking a bit of the formula. I think there's a mistake in it." "Give it here!" Lugita unlocked the little lab door and snatched the paper from Tish's grasp. She looked it over, and it was indeed a part of the formula they were working on. Tish had switched the note from Ed with a piece of paper on her lab table. "The formula's fine. I don't make mistakes. Get started with the experiments," snapped Lugita. The hours dragged past. Tish found it hard concentrating on her work. She kept thinking about how they would escape, if they could escape. With Lugita working on the big lab table right above them, she couldn't discuss the escape with Thought because Lugita would hear, and she dared not write any more notes. Finally, Lugita took a break in her work and left the lab to go down to the kitchen for some lunch. As soon as the lab door closed, Thought and Tish stopped working. Tish grabbed the bag with the hydrochloric acid, slinging it over her shoulder, and they both waited by the small lab door.